The origin of Naga people is lost in legend and myth. Some Naga dripes trace their origin to the bowels of the earth, others to 6 specific stones, and yet others to a water source. The history of conflict and struggle among the various Naga dripes appears almost similar to Game of Thrones, the popular TV series currently being featured on HBO. Only in this case, the fight was not for the Iron Throne, but for land, natural resources, and supremacy. The White Walkers in this case were the invading British. Due to lack of written history, only speculations exist regarding the migratory routes of the Nagas into the Indian subcontinent. The Naga dripes share some aspect of their culture with the indigenous dripes of Indonesia, Philippines, Malaysia, New Guinea, and Polynesia. There are 17 major dripes in Nagaland, each occupying a distinct area, have a distinct culture, attire, and language. Each Naga dripe has its own legend about their origin. The exact number of Naga dripes cannot be specified, because they are found not only in Nagaland, but also in the contiguous areas of the Indian states of Manipur, Assam, Arunachal Pradesh, and in the neighboring country Myanmar as well. The reason being that the Naga inhabited areas was divided by the British rulers into different territories. Some Naga dripes, such as the Kim Nungan, Pochuri, Sungtung, and Jung, regard themselves as original inhabitants of these hills. The Angkami, Chakazung, Lotha, Ringma, and Sumi dripes have common traditions and myths of origin, and are believed to have originated from a single stock, but later on got separated, occupied different hill ranges, and gradually acquired separate identities. Here we present some information of some Naga dripes. Each dripes are equally interesting, and each with a rich cultural heritage. The origin of the word Naga is contested. Some believe it originated from the Burmese word Naka, meaning people with earrings. Others think its origin is from Sanskrit word Nakna, meaning naked. The Angkamis are a major Naga ethnic group of the Naga dripe. The Angkamis were traditional warriors, and the men folk spent most of their time preparing for and fighting battles with other hostile Naga dripes, and taking their heads. The Angkami warriors were among the fiercest, and stood up bravely against the British forces in the Battle of Konoma in 1879. The Angkami Nagas are settled in Kohima district and Dimapur district of Nagaland. They are also one of the recognized ethnic groups in the state of Manipur. Tenyidi is the most common language spoken among the Angkamis in Nagaland. The Sekrenyi festival, locally known as Busanyi, is a major annual festival of the Angkami Nagas. It is normally celebrated on 25 February, under the auspices of the Angami Public Organization, in association with many other organizations and the state government. It is a purification festival, held to wash off all past sins. The objective of the festival is to renew and make holy, by cleansing the body and the soul of the village as a whole, and to bring forth unity among all communities of Nagaland. It also marks the initiation of young people to adulthood, and is considered an identity marker of the Angkami. Most Nagas are literate, and English is widely spoken. The Yao Naga were among the first converts to Christianity. However, many continue to follow animism, attributing a living soul to plants, inanimate objects, and natural phenomena. Ao Nagas are found in the northeastern part of Nagaland, mostly in the central Mokokchung district, and few are found in the adjacent Assam state. Moadsa and Sunk Rungmunk are their major festivals which are celebrated in May and August. There are several rhythmic instruments that aptly accompany the Naga music. The area's folk music is dominated by string instruments like the todi, single-string fiddle, and thuku among the Chakasangs and Ankami Nagas, a sim, drum with animal skin masked upon carved wood, and jemji, horn made using mithun horn.
Nagaland is indeed the land of festivals, culture, and music, and a lot of our folk songs celebrate love and life.
Music is an integral part of Naga culture, and the Tetsio sisters, belonging to the Chakasang tribe of Nagaland, have kept their ancestral musical legacy alive. Chakasangs are the former Eastern Ankamis, now recognized as a separate tribe. They speak Chokri. The tribe is divided into two groups, known as Chokri and Keza. The name Chakasang was created as an acronym from the names of three tribes, the Chokri, Keza, and Sungtam. Most of the villages of this tribe fall within Phek district of Nagaland, and two Chakasang villages are in Ukhrul district, in Manipur. Sukrinyi and Sikrinyi are the major festivals, which are celebrated in April and January. Traditional beliefs among Nagas in spirits, local deities, and supernatural forces associated with life events remain strong even among tribes that have adopted Christianity. The traditional territory of the Chunks lies in the central Dengsunk district. Their principal village was Muzong Jami, or Haku in Dengsunk, from which the tribe expanded to the other villages. Gundunk Lum and Nakyu Lum are their major festivals which are celebrated in April and July. Most Naga tribes practice agriculture, but they are highly skilled artisans as well. Their deft fingers create shawls, woven bamboo walls, baskets and utensils, wooden faggots and carvings, jewelry, etc. Kimniugan literally means source of great waters. They are found in Noklik district of Nagaland state, and Barts of Myanmar. Mule and Sokam are their major festivals which are celebrated in May and October respectively. Kimniugan Naga believed in the existence of ancestral spirit, or spirit of the hearth, or household, Baosi Jiniu, or Koaniu. They were believed to be the spirit of dead ancestors, who remained with the family to take care of Thin, whenever needed. In ancient Kimningan society, the shaman played an important role. Niu and Fo refer to male and female shamans respectively, and both were given equal importance and reverence. Head hunting was an important part of warfare among the Naga tribes. Their weapons include spears, dao, and shields. Later guns were pilfer from the invading British army. The Quanyaks are easily distinguishable from other Naga tribes by their pierced ears and tattoos, which they have all over their faces, hands, chest, arms, and calves. Facial tattoos were earned for taking an enemy's head. Other unique practices that the tribe is known for are things like gunsmithing, iron smelting, gunpowder making, and other brass works. They are famous for making the traditional machetes, that are known as janglao, and other wooden sculptures. They inhabit the Moon District, land of the Onks of Nagaland. The Onks and the Wonks are the chieftains of the community, who are held in very high esteem. Aoling and Lengamo are their major festivals which are celebrated in April and September. The Nagas are predominantly live in villages, and are greatly attached to it. Voka, a district headquarters in Nagaland, is inhabited by the Lothas, one of the largest tribes in Nagaland. For the most part of history, this place remained isolated from the outer world. Voka is known for its shawls, which are handmade using a technique which has been passed down through generations. The Lothas are believed to have migrated from eastern China. Taghu Emung is their major festival celebrated in November. The Lothas are also known for their colorful dances and folk songs. Nagas believe in the power of dreams. If a bride-to-be has an inauspicious dream, before 3 days of the marriage, the ceremony is called off. Agriculture is the traditional occupation of the Pums, and the Drike practices jung cultivation. The Pums also have a tradition of making pottery, bamboo work, and spinning. The traditional territory of Pums lies between the territories of Quanyak in the northeast, the Ao in the west, and the Chunk in the south. Yongnyak is the largest Pum village. Manyu, Moha, and Bongam are their major festivals which are celebrated in April, May, and October respectively. Nagaland is a land of festivals, and most festivals are related to sowing of seeds and harvest. The Ringma Dripe is found both in Nagaland and Assam. According to the local traditions, the Ringmas and the Lothas were once part of a single Dripe. There are also oral records of a mighty struggle between the combined Ringma villages and the Lotha village of Firo. There are records of the Ringmas' conflict with the Ankami Nagas. Slavery used to be a practice among the Ringmas, and the slaves were known by the names Menu Gadunyu and Edsagisa. By the time when the British arrive in the Naga region, the slavery was a declining practice, and no Ringma appears to have been a slave during this time. The Ringma are known for their harvest festival called Nada. It is an 8-day festival that marks the end of the agricultural season. It is celebrated just after the harvest, towards the end of November. The Ringmas perform a special dance during this festival. The dance is performed with traditional warriors' attire, and there is no age bar. The folk dance is accompanied with changing sound, and music of folk tunes, war cry, and yelling, which is an expression of delight in victory.
Oh, he
to the animistic religion, traditionally practiced by the Nagas, all creatures were created equally by God, and form an integral part of their lives. After bringing the heads of those vanquished into the village, the hunter would be honored as a hero by the entire village. Sungtams are found living in the Densuk and Kifir districts of Nagaland. They are united under the common banner called United Sungtam. Like many other tribal groups in northeast India, they practice jhum cultivation, or shifting cultivation. Unlike other Naka tribes in Nagaland, many of the Sungtam have retained their traditional beliefs, in spite of embracing Christianity. Sungtams celebrate many different festivals, in particularly Mongmong, all of which are affiliated with their traditional culture and religion. They celebrate their Mongmong festival in the first week of September. Mongmong, which means togetherness forever, is celebrated to seek blessings of their God for good health and prosperous harvest after a year-long hard work. The festival is celebrated with merry-making, accompanied by traditional songs and dances. It is believed, by some in the Sungtam tribe, that they have come to their present place, following migration from Burma. With 80.11%, the state of Nagaland has among the highest literacy rates in India, according to 2011 census. The Sumis mainly inhabit in Zunhi Bodo district and Dimapur district, although many have spread out from there and living in a few more districts within Nagaland. Sumi Naka tribe practiced Ki Dido, and were fierce head hunters. It was a matter of valor and heroism to participate in a head-hunting expeditions. The Sumas celebrate many festivals, which have been carried down from generations. Most of these festivals usually mark the beginning of new seasons, harvesting of new crops, or victory at war. The two major festivals that are currently popular among them are Duloni and Ahuna festivals, which are celebrated in November and July. While inheritance of land is through the male hire, in the Naka society, the Zu Nuo, Kihonuo group of Viswema, village in Ankami Naka area, is an exception. A unique feature of this group is the existence of matrilineal inheritance of land by eldest daughter upon marriage. Yimchungra is a Naka tribe, whose traditional territory includes Densung, Kifir, and Shamatar districts in Nagaland state of India, and western areas of Burma. The word Yimchungra means the ones who have reached their place of choice. The name Yimchungra or Yimchungar is a mispronounced word for Yimkyora, or Yimkyugar, which literally means the finders. The present Yimkyungras were not known by any name, a Sadripe. They lived mostly a nomadic life, spending hardly 1 or 2 generations at a certain place of settlement, as a village for want of more land, for cultivation to meet the growing need of food, and other means of sustenance. At other times, the entire population was compelled to abandon their village, and shift to a safer place to avoid blog and epidemic diseases, or us victims of constant headhunting among the neighboring villages. Metumniu and Sunkumniu are their major festivals celebrated by the Yimkiungra in August and January. Strong ties to cultural identity in the form of their love and passion for agriculture are reflected in the hymns and beats of songs of the Yimkiungra. Their musical instruments include simple log drums, trumpets, and flutes, similar to that of the Angkamas. The beauty and culture of the Dripes cannot be seen in anywhere else in India. Nagaland is a land of tribal culture, where different Dripes are seen in their traditional attire. For the Dripes, festivals are sacred, and that is the reason why their taking part in these festivals is important. If you want to experience more about Naga culture and tradition, then it is the best time to visit Hornbill Festival, which held every year in the month of December. You can get Hornbill Festival tickets at the entry gate only. It is Rupees 20 for entrance, and Rupees 30 for DSLR camera, and Rupees 50 for video camera.